they've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Soto. Looking left. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. It was a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quarterback keeps it.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Power ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback making checks. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Soto. With the catch, it's Evanson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the...
He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to... And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Got the back over the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Spits it out to the back. Caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and know the quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42?
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Soto. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tiger!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Soto. Lets it fly. It's a big strike.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown LSU! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a perfect turn, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just
hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Soto. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Soto. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He wants to change this route. Under fire. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be a...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw time running short in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Soto. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he makes the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Red pass, it's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Makes a move. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Soto. He lets one fly deep, and his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Winton. Here's a heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wake.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback gets past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find...
There he goes. He finds enough daylight and cuts it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Demon Deacons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Touchdown, LSU! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Winton. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. to throw. It's Winton. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Still on his feet at the 45. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Back to pass, it's Winton. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
What a great grab. This guy's been unstoppable all game long. And wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Right on the money. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Soto. Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Gives it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Winton. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the...